Good morning, everyone. Welcome to HitBullsEye. In this video, I'm going to give you your daily dose of current affairs for 17th of November 2021. So this is a new initiative of Bullseye that we have started a few days back. And in this, we will be discussing some 4 or 5 important news from the previous day every day. So stay tuned to this channel for more updates, and please hit the bell icon and subscribe to the notifications if you haven't already. Let us see what important has happened last day. So we'll be covering 5 topics. First, the new Purvanchal Expressway that has been inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We'll see where is this highway, what are the implications. Secondly, we'll learn about Baba Sahib Purandare, who passed away. In the third news, we will discuss exercise SITMAX, which is a joint exercise between Singapore, India, and Thailand. Number 4, we will be discussing about the Manohar Parrikar Institute for Defense Studies and Analysis. So an Institute for Defense Studies that has been renamed after the former Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar. And 41st Scientific Expedition to Antarctica, which India is sending. So let us see. First, the Purvanchal Expressway. So an expressway is primarily a road that is, so why we call a road as an expressway? It signifies unhindered access, or you can say unhindered movement of traffic without any gap in the median. So generally, this is the understanding that an expressway is a road where there is no gap in the median and traffic can move without any hindrance. And sometimes the expressway may be access controlled. That means the entry and exit on the highway may be controlled through specific gateways so that the movement of traffic is unhindered. The idea is to make these, the idea is to reduce the distance, to reduce the time that is consumed between two destinations so that there is no untoward stops and hindrances in between. So this Purvanchal Expressway is a 341-kilometer long expressway that has been inaugurated in Uttar Pradesh by the Prime Minister. And it is called Purvanchal because Purv means east. So Purvanchal is a term that we use to describe eastern Uttar Pradesh. So Purvanchal Expressway means this is an expressway that will connect many districts in the eastern Uttar Pradesh. So it starts from village Chaud Sarai in district Lucknow. And if we see the map of UP, so if this is the map of UP roughly, from Agra, from Noida till Agra, we already have an expressway. From Agra till Lucknow, we again have an expressway. Now from Lucknow all the way up to East Bihar border, this is a new highway that we have created. So if this is roughly Noida and this is Agra, we already have Noida-Agra Expressway and we already have Agra-Lucknow Expressway. So half of the western Uttar Pradesh was already connected through expressways, and now the eastern half is also going to be connected. So from Lucknow till the eastern end of Uttar Pradesh, barely 11 kilometers away from the Bihar border, we have the Purvanchal Expressway. Right? So it is a 6-lane wide expressway that can be expanded to 8 lanes in the future. And the cost has been 22,000 crore rupees plus. It covers the districts of Lucknow, Barabanki, Amethi, Ayodhya, Sultanpur, Ambedkar Nagar, Azamgarh, Mau, and Ghazipur. So it covers all these districts, but not very important. What is important is for you to know the state and some important things about this. So which is the ministry that is the nodal agency for the sanction as well as maintenance of these expressways? It is MART. That is the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. And can anyone tell me in the comments who is the Road Transport and Highways Minister of India right now? Who is the Minister of Road Transport and Highways of India? Yes, anybody? Yes, it is indeed Shri Nitin Gadkari. So he is the Road Transport and Highways Minister of India right now. Let's move on to the second news. Baba Saheb Purandare. So Shivshahid Baba Saheb Purandare, who was a historian, a writer, and a very famous theatre personality, he has passed away. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also expressed regret on that. So Shivshahid Baba Saheb Purandare has passed away. And why he was called Shivshahid? Because he had written a lot of literature on Shivaji. So he was called Shivshahid or Shivaji's bard. So a bard is a person who has written poetry or literature on a particular personality. So since Shri Purandare had written a lot of literature on Shivaji, who was a Maratha warrior who consolidated the Maratha Empire in the 17th century. So he is known as Shivaji's bard or Shivshahid. So his full name was Balwant Moreshwar Purandare, and he was a writer and theatre personality. He is most famous for his popular play on Shivaji, Janta Raja. And in 2015, he was awarded the Maharashtra Bhushan Award, which is a high civilian award for the state of Maharashtra. And he was also awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 2019, which is the second highest civilian honor of India. Padma Vibhushan. So which is the highest civilian honor of India? The first or the highest civilian honor is Bharat Ratna. Second is Padma Vibhushan, as we have discussed. Third highest award is Padma Bhushan. And the fourth highest award is Padma Shri. So these Padma awards were recently conferred by the President of India last week. So this is the order, and he was given the second highest honor, that is Padma Vibhushan. So a great personality, great Maratha personality, you should know about. Next, SITMAX or Singapore, India, Thailand. So this is an acronym, Singapore, India, Thailand Maritime Exercise. So the name gives it all. It is an exercise which is a trilateral exercise between Singapore, India, and Thailand. And it is a maritime exercise. That means it involves only the navies of these three countries. And if we see it clearly, India has all types of powers, naval, air force, as well as army. But Thailand and Singapore are mostly naval powers, because these are kind of totally coastal states. So on the behalf of India, INS Karmuk or Indian naval ship Karmuk has participated, which is an indigenously built missile corvette. And this is the third edition of the exercise. So this is the third SITMAX, which shows the growing level of defense coordination or cooperation between Singapore, India, and Thailand. And it's going to happen in the Andaman Sea. So you should know the names of these three countries, that it is a naval exercise, that it is the third edition of the exercise. From Indian side, INS Kamuk is participating, and finally, that it is happening in the Andaman Sea. All these facts are important. Moving on. So SITMAX is conducted annually since 2019, then 2020, and now it's 2021. So it's the third edition. The aim is to enhance mutual interoperability and imbibing best practices between Indian Navy, Royal Singapore Navy, and Royal Thailand Navy. So as I told you, it's primarily a naval exercise. The maiden edition, that is in 2019, was hosted off Port Blair. Then second was hosted by Royal Singapore Navy in November 2020. And 2021 edition is being hosted by Royal Thailand Navy in Andaman Sea. The first was hosted by Singapore. Second by India. Third, now this edition is being hosted by Thailand. This is an important fact. So we might mistake it that since it is happening in the Andaman Sea, it may be hosted by India. It's not necessary. Andaman Sea also has its maritime boundary with Thailand as well as with Singapore. So this time Royal Thailand Navy or Royal Thai Navy is hosting this exercise. Important fact. So what is the intent of this exercise? It will fortify the long-standing bond of friendship and further enhance the cooperation between the participating navies for augmenting overall maritime security in the region. Now, if you have been following these videos, you would also know that Indo-Pacific is a region that is facing a lot of global geopolitical attention. So safety and you can say security of vessels in the Indian Ocean is a major priority that India is according right now. And as far as the Indo-Pacific Ocean is concerned, there are so many countries involved, including United States of America, the Quad that we have been discussing, the security quadrilateral, that also is concerning Indo-Pacific and the maritime security. So the major reason all of this is happening has something to do with Chinese dominance. That China is trying to dominate the Indo-Pacific region, and on the other hand, USA is trying to capture the influence here. And in all this, India is going to play a major role because India has significant force projection capability in the Indian Ocean. So that's why all these partners, India is accumulating, or India is enjoining with itself, so that in the future, if there is any instability in the region, all these countries can have defense cooperation with India. Next, Manohar Parrikar Institute for Defense Studies and Analysis. So Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh has unveiled a new plaque at the Institute for Defense Studies and Analysis in New Delhi. So this institute is existing earlier as well, but a few years back, when the then Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar passed away, the government announced that this institute will be renamed after Manohar Parrikar because he was the Defense Minister of India. So now this thing has been actually implemented. The institute has actually been named after Shri Manohar Parrikar, and the Defense Minister is the ex officio president of the institute. Now, ex officio here means that whoever is the Defense Minister of India, by virtue of being the Defense Minister, he or she gets to be the president of IDSA. So he has inaugurated this, and it is in the memory of former Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar. And it coincided with the 57th foundation day of the institute. So why it has been named after Manohar Parrikar? Because so many other defense ministers are there, then why only him? Because during his tenure as defense minister, Manohar Parrikar had focused on promoting the working of this institute. Right? His leadership in the 2016 counter-terrorist strikes that we famously call the surgical strikes in Pakistan. It followed the Uri incident, and the decision of one rank, one pension taken in the interest of armed forces will be remembered. So two significant things done during his tenure. First, he was the leader of surgical strikes. He was coordinating the surgical strikes. And secondly, he was a defense minister when the decision of one rank, one pension to ex-servicemen was taken, which was a decision long demanded by ex-servicemen. So to honor those commitments and to honor Mr. Parrikar's commitment towards the strengthening of this institute, the institute has been renamed after him. Lastly, in science and technology, India has successfully launched the 41st scientific expedition to Antarctica, which is the South Pole of the world. So India has successfully launched the 41st scientific expedition to Antarctica with the arrival of the first batch of contingent at the southern white continent. So it is an uninhabited continent. Nobody lives there. But as you can see in the picture, there is an expeditioner sitting here. And of course, there are penguins. So there are a lot of penguins in Antarctica. And under this expedition, India is going to undertake two major programs. First program is aimed at geological exploration of the Emery ice shelf at Bharti Station. So there are a few scientific research stations of India at Antarctica. One is your Bharti. So on Bharti Station, Indian team is going to conduct geological exploration, and this will help explore the link between India and Antarctica in the past. So basically, whenever a geological exploration takes place, scientifically, the fossils and the after excavating the materials, the carbon dating is tested, and proofs are tried to be established, or links are tried to be established between different parts of the world, so that the theories of continental drift, that are very important theories in geography, the theory of continental drift, and the way continental shelves move over each other, these theories are tried to be corroborated. And the second program involves reconnaissance surveys and preparatory work for drilling the 500 meters of ice core near Maitri. Maitri is another scientific research station in Antarctica. Bharti, Maitri, these are the two important research stations of India in Antarctica. Various other countries also have their research centers there. And after these two missions, it will help in improving the understanding of Antarctic climate, westerly winds, sea ice, and greenhouse gases from a single climate archive for the past 10,000 years. Basically, since Antarctica is that place which has been uninhabited, nobody lives there, so the level of disturbance that human beings have caused there is minimal. So whatever we have there is a treasure. It's a treasure that has been preserved for thousands of years now. So when we explore something over there, the chances of it being scientifically correct are very high. So these are the two missions India is going to perform at Antarctica. Right. So this is all that we had to discuss today. With a brief background, if I tell you, so Indian Antarctic program began in 1981, and it has this year completed 40 scientific expeditions. And other than Bharti and Maitri, the third research station is Dakshin Gangotri. So 1, 2, and 3, these are the three research stations of India. But Dakshin Gangotri is no longer operational. Only Maitri and Bharti research stations are fully operational. And National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, NCPOR in Goa, is an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Earth Sciences that manages the Indian Antarctic program. A few additional facts that you should know. So 3 research stations of India, and 2 of them are operational, and they are operated by NCPOR, that is situated in Goa. So that is all that we had to discuss this morning. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like the video and share it with your friends so that they can also enrich their knowledge. Do not forget to subscribe the channel so that every day when we post this video, you start your day with a capsule or a dose of current affairs that can enrich your entire day. With that, thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Thank you.